Hello, Aries, come closer. It's your grandfather speaking, the reader of the cards, the keeper of the ancient flame. Feel this fire burning because something powerful is shifting in your life, something that carries the scent of a real miracle. This isn't just a lucky break. It's the kind of moment that changes how you see everything, shakes your soul, and makes you say, "Wow, I never saw this coming." Your energy has moved into full awakening, and the cards show me the universe is aligning you with something you've waited for a long time, even if you thought you'd given up on it. You know, my girl, when someone stops chasing, that's when the magic appears. And your magic, Aries, has already knocked on the door. In the comments, write, "I'm ready to receive all the good things I deserve. I can feel the momentum building. What was blocked before is now flowing. What was once a no is turning into a yes." As if the wheel finally heard your name spoken in the language of an angel. Now let me tell you what the cards are whispering to me. Behind this movement, there is someone who cannot stop thinking about you. A living pulse of a person wanting to send a sign but stuck between doubt and desire. Your energy is calling to him, like your soul and his are having silent morning conversations. And trust me, it's working. He feels the pressure, a growing need to be close, to speak, to break a silence that settled like frost. There was fear before, yes, but now that resistance can't win against the weight of destiny. And when this happens, divine justice will stand beside you. What was unfair will be balanced by the mystery of cosmic law. What was blocked will open. What seemed lost will rise and return. It's as if God or the angels or life itself, call it what you will, has said, "Enough." It's Aries' turn to receive what is rightfully theirs. It might come as love, yes, but it could also arrive as money opportunities, real offers that shift your daily routine. I'm seeing fast news, paperwork, contracts, signatures. Work and legal matters will start falling into place for you like boats following the shape of the river. And let me tell you one more thing, my boy, there is a protective blanket around you. You've known people before whose energy wasn't pure, but they don't have power anymore. Your energy has been cleansed and fortified. You shine with a light that disarms anyone who tries to harm you. You are protected, cared for, blessed. That's what the cards tell me when I let them speak without rushing. The universe is making a grand adjustment in your life, placing you in the right place with the right people at the right time. Everything you've gone through, the stumbles, the disappointments, the losses, had a purpose. They were preparing you to cross this threshold. And the most astonishing thing, Aries, is that now no one and nothing can stop you. The energy of miracles doesn't negotiate, doesn't pause, doesn't ask permission. It just arrives and finds you. If lately you felt something stirring inside, a sense that something big is coming, you're not exaggerating. It's real. Your soul is sensing the change before your eyes can see it. Get ready, because miracles don't just come out of nowhere, they walk toward you with steady steps, wrapped in the scent of copal smoke. And then the cards turn fierce and sly. Someone cannot take their eyes off you. They're quietly watching you with a dangerous mix of curiosity, desire, and fear. He's not just looking at you, he's yearning for you, he's thinking of you, he's calling you in without saying a word. I'm not talking about some romantic cliché. I'm talking about pure pull, the kind you can feel across miles. There's something about you, that fire, that gaze, the way you feel close even when you're not there, that intoxicates him. But of course, there's pride between you too. Pauses, words never spoken. Even if there's no communication today, the bond still echoes in the unseen like a drum before the rain. This person is torn between desire and self-control. He wants to be closer, but he fears what might happen if he steps forward. And you're in another state, entirely clearer, more analytical and cold if you must be. It's not that you don't feel it anymore. It's that now you choose to think before you give. You've learned how to set boundaries, how not to be swept away by passing waves. That, Aries, is real power. But let me warn you, the temptation this person carries toward you is intense. I see a pull, a force, an unexpected arrival that hits like lightning, something you can barely resist for even one more second. He may carry Aries energy himself, or at least a personality that's strong, decisive, and a little obsessive. His eyes are intoxicating, yes, but you also know how to play with attraction, and that makes him even more undone, like two magnets that can't escape collision anymore. And listen to your grandfather, this story isn't over. There's something fate is preparing, a final reckoning of some kind between you two. The Judgment card appears crystal clear before me. It signals awakening, a calling, a direct confrontation with what's been waiting. The universe is whispering to you, the lesson has been learned. Now decide, what will you do with all of this? Aries, pause for a moment. You've gone through brutal trials, long silences, and deep losses, but your recovery is coming, and it's not an ordinary recovery. You're rising 10 times stronger, wiser, more focused. What you lost, life will return to you in double portion. A divine surprise appears, something you didn't expect, and it shifts your entire energy. Maybe it's financial news, a new beginning, an achievement that restores your faith. The 9 of Cups confirms it with a satisfied smile. You will succeed, you will be seen, you will shine, and in your light, others will start to see their own path. Everyone around you will notice the change, the radiance, the accomplishments, and you'll feel deeply fulfilled. You have risen from the lowlands and returned with breath in your lungs again. Meanwhile, the one who can't stop thinking about you keeps watching from afar, through social media, through strange coincidences, through silent observation. His soul cannot forget you, and when you least expect it, it may step forward. Because what's here isn't a short story, it comes from other lifetimes. It carries an invisible thread. Maybe it's karmic, maybe spiritual, but definitely marked by destiny. Don't be surprised if the universe rearranges pieces just to put you face to face with yourself again. And when that happens, there will be no pretending you don't recognize each other. The skin remembers what the mind tries to forget. So buckle up, Aries, because what's coming is powerful. Love is about to reclaim the story, shattering barriers that once looked unbreakable. Everything has been locked, frozen, as if someone placed an invisible seal between you and this person. Listen carefully, that lock is about to snap. You can already feel a massive release of energy, like a divine hand striking the chain and saying, "Enough, it ends now." And yes, this is about love and about someone who once didn't know how to love you. Maybe they didn't understand what you were feeling or weren't emotionally mature enough to hold it. But something has shifted. This person has grown, they see things they couldn't see before. And while fear doesn't vanish overnight, it's beginning to lose its power. They're watching you, sensing you, drawn to you. Even if there are no clear signs yet, there is a love beneath the surface, a real love, the kind that hurts and transforms. Everything has been blocked, but the universe has been working like a skilled artisan to undo that. Magic seeps through the cracks. The impossible has been unlocked. You might run into this person by accident, but deep down you already know. In the life of an Aries, there are no coincidences, only perfect synchronicity. A message, an unexpected reunion, a random moment that makes your heartbeat come alive again. Love pulses once more, but from a place that is more conscious, more mature, more sincere. And in this exact moment, there's another message directed at you. Stop overthinking. This is not the time to overplan. It's time to act. If you have an idea, a project, a dream, start it now. Don't wait until everything is under control. God is walking with you step by step, beside you, urging you forward, lifting you just like the cane your grandfather once used on a steep road. You're not alone in this journey. You're about to do the work your soul is passionate about, the thing that restores your energy and drive. This is the phase where your gifts finally bear fruit, and abundance arrives as a response to your effort. This abundance isn't just financial, it's emotional, spiritual, and relational. Because the miracle I'm talking about isn't small, it's the miracle of complete fullness. And the most beautiful part, it arrives hand in hand with true love from someone who was once broken, but now knows exactly what they want. That person has gone through their own process too. Breaking, falling, going quiet. And from all of that, a different version of you has been reborn inside them, softer, more aware, finally capable of loving for real. What once looked stuck is now moving. Love opens. Life picks back up, opportunities appear, and you can feel again. This isn't just some ordinary romance, this is sacred connection, a phase where love, work, luck, and faith blend into one current. And when it happens, you'll know it's not coincidence. It's the universe placing you exactly where you deserve to be. Now listen, another vision is being laid on the table. A new cycle begins, one where the universe tests you, not with tiny lessons. In the workplace, or in the material world, traps appear, false faces, people who smile at you then betray you from behind the curtain. Don't trust everyone, Aries. Not everybody wants to see you shine. And it's not always pure malice. Sometimes they just can't handle your strength, your ambition, the way you go after what you want without apology. But hear your grandfather, whoever plays against you loses. When an Aries wakes up, the world catches fire and the dawn rises with it. Someone has already disappointed you or is about to. Even if it hurts, it's necessary. And right after, a figure appears, almost as if dropped from the sky, to save your heart, to protect you, to bring light where something was stained. Be careful, not everything in the past was clean. Someone interfered, spoke against you, tried to break something important. But fate is ruthless, and what is yours cannot be erased. This person comes with passion, urgency, a need to speak, to clarify, to heal what's been wounded. They come with a soul that trembles for you, and in that moment, you're renewing yourself. You're stepping through a door into a new world. What's coming will be unlike anything you've lived before. It's a leap, a full transformation. The universe is telling you, chase the dream you've always dreamed. Don't stall anymore. You have the mind, the flame, the strategy, the strength, and divine protection. Your guides are pushing you forward. Turn that idea, that wild project roaming your mind, into something real. You will succeed, I'm not just saying it. You'll break your own limits, and that will be proof for others. In love, everything grows mysterious. Someone is silently watching you, thinking of you, studying you, afraid of your coldness, afraid of the armor you built so you wouldn't be hurt again. But this time, it doesn't come from games or lies. It comes with spiritual backing, with an energy led by something far greater. It might be another Aries or someone with that same fierce and decisive spirit. What matters is this story marks a turning point in your emotional life. It will stir your soul, Aries, and with it comes release. A cycle, a problem, a situation beyond saving is ending. Maybe it's a procedure, a conflict, a toxic person. Whatever it is, you cut it and you cut clean. And once you've made that precise cut, someone powerful appears. You cross paths with a person of means, influence, or authority. Someone offering you something big, a business deal, an opportunity, a proposal you cannot ignore. It doesn't show up by accident. It's written as part of your destiny to complete this turning point. And listen to how strongly your grandfather presses this. I see a financial miracle, divine help in the material world. Your angels are shifting doors, opening paths, bringing prosperity. It could be a new job, a home, unexpected money, or a doorway that swings open the moment you need it. You are not alone. They're guiding, protecting, and propelling you toward a better life. Hold your head high, trust in your own power. The universe is about to surprise you, and what's coming, Aries, is grand in the best way, timely, deserved, guarded. I'll return to the cards to be sure nothing is missed. Justice will balance everything. Legal matters resolve. Agreements begin to take shape. Signatures arrive without the grind that used to wear them down. In the workplace, where doors once slammed, now the hallway lines up. There are messages, proposals, things that once felt distant. I also see the atmosphere clearing. Those who operated in the shadows are losing strength. You now reinforced, walk forward in light, and as you do, the Judgment card keeps insisting. The trumpet sounds, calling you to honestly examine what remains in love. It isn't punishment, it's an invitation to choose with conscience. If your heart decides to open, let it open with the maturity you now hold. If you choose to wait, let it come from wisdom, not fear. Either way, the Nine of Cups walks beside you, smiling like someone who knows they've done the right thing for their soul. And no, I haven't forgotten the invisible lock. Not at all. That red seal separating you and them is already creaking. Liberation isn't chaos, it's a current returning to its rightful course, and in that stream you begin again. Stop overthinking. Action is calling you. Take the first steps even if you don't have everything in place. Aries, your faith shows itself when you move, and in that movement an offer appears from someone with real weight, an ally, a mentor, a boss, a partner with actual power. Listen, assess, negotiate calmly, but don't miss vibrations that match your purpose. Your passionate work is about to generate prosperity. Respond with feeling and you'll feel lighter, more spiritually aligned, and able to give and receive without the old knots. What used to be sabotage can't take you down anymore. You've learned how to see through fake smiles, how to smell a trap from afar, not by living in paranoia, but by moving with intelligence. And remember this advice from your grandfather. What is yours will find its way to you, and what isn't, the wind will carry away. Don't chase what was never truly moving toward you. A watcher is not a pursuer. When we finally meet again and the cards whisper to me that life is already setting the stage, the recognition will be loud. Don't pretend you don't know each other. Skin and eyes don't lie. If there is conversation, let it carry the clarity of judgment and the fairness of justice. If there is an embrace, let it come without debt. If there's still distance, let it be a bridge, not a wall. And I won't finish this reading without circling back to what matters, because the economic miracle is not a small footnote. There are clear signs of improvement, debts lifted, favorable negotiations, access to resources. Some of you will change jobs, others will be promoted, others will sign contracts. In every case, fate is operating with the precision of a surgeon. And for those who hope to see you small, the universe will teach them class. You can't blow out an Aries flame with a single breath. Liama, when well led, bakes bread for everyone. And when night falls, I, your grandfather, with old cards and the patience of oak, will let the table breathe. I only ask you this. Hold your head high, care for your heart without imprisoning it. And remember, synchronicity is the signature of the divine when it rushes toward you. Judgment calls you to choose. Justice restores your balance, and the 9 of Cups promises satisfaction. What broke will learn to name itself again. What stopped will flow. What was dark will come to understand light. And you, Aries, walk with a new stride, not rushed, not paused, like someone who senses that what was foretold has begun. And from here on out, no lock can hold against you. No darkness can thrive. No door can stay shut when destiny chooses to speak your name in a voice of wonder, Aries. Come a little closer to the fire, and let me tell you how the cards keep singing your name. Your grandfather won't release the thread until the woven pattern shows itself completely. And here, the pattern keeps unfolding with certainty. Where life once showed you thorns, now roses are budding petal by petal, slowly opening as if an old prayer has finally been answered. The air is clearer, the body feels lighter, and the heart, though watchful, is less guarded. The universe didn't bring you here to abandon you halfway, it led you here so you could witness the current of history. And in that current, the river of your destiny declares itself with calm light, reshaping bends, removing stones, smoothing the banks. Justice sounds again, this time in peace. Everything finds its place, every voice comes into key, every debt balances, and your name in the final ledger can finally breathe. My boy, your work and material life continue side by side with steady steps. Where you once met cold doors, there are now hands inviting you in. And that's not empty courtesy, it's recognition of your persistence. In documents, agreements, and serious conversations, the word yes is no longer a promise, it becomes an event. Don't mistake this calm for stagnation. It's the calm of someone who moves with direction, and you've already heard that direction. Don't plan yourself into paralysis, act with faith. God walks with you, nudges you when you hesitate, lifts you when you stop to breathe. You must say yes to what your intuition approves and what your sound mind confirms. You're not here to speak empty words, you're here to lay bricks. That is how a lasting house is built. Meanwhile, the one who cannot stop thinking about you continues to circle around you. Sometimes silent, sometimes observing, sometimes peering from the fence of their own fear. Don't judge them too harshly. You are not their savior and not their judge. You are the lighthouse that has learned how to hold its own light steady. If they come toward you, let it be because they heard the call of the soul, not the cry of their emptiness. And still, the pull hasn't faded. The attraction has matured. It's no longer blind instinct, it's a heartbeat longing to meet truth. Remember what I told you. Between the two of you there once was pride, silence, unspoken words. Now life is offering to clear that air, without scandal, without unnecessary drama. And the Judgment card, which never lies when it's calling, is persistent. There will come a moment when eyes meet and the unfinished is finally named. If there is conversation, let it happen with an awakened heart and a clear mind. If an embrace comes, let it be respectful. If distance is still required, let it be a road, not a punishment. Justice, and I emphasize this, continues to favor you in all the areas that once felt twisted. This is a reunion with balance, not with revenge. You receive what you deserve because of dedication, learning, and persistence. Legal issues settle. Stalled procedures move forward. Administrative decisions that seemed frozen receive the push they needed. At the same time, opportunities appear to collaborate with people of influence, experience, resources, and the power to open doors. That number is not random. It's part of the architecture the universe designed for you. It will bring you something remarkable, a role, a project, a key. And you'll know how to evaluate it calmly because you too know how to think, Ariana. We return to the rhythm of your emotions, now steadier, where once you burned out in a blink. Now you know how to breathe. You've learned the art of choosing your battlefield, even in love. You won't pour all your fire into someone who arrives with trembling hands and shallow promises. You're not bitter, you're wise. And that wisdom is the magnet that draws in the good. The Nine of Cups is still smiling at you from across the table, as if someone already witnessed the applause before the performance. It acknowledges you, affirms you, honors you. Contentment shows up in the small daily victories. Confirming messages, payments arriving, earned compliments, dates stacking up, silences that heal. I haven't forgotten, and neither should you, the loving freedom I promised you. That invisible lock, Aries, has finally opened. What held you, what numbed you, has lost its force. This freedom doesn't pull you down, it gives you the right to choose. And choosing right now actually feels good. You may cross paths with that person through synchronicities, life places in your way flickering signs. A street corner, a repeated name, a dream that wakes you before sunrise, a song that brings memory back. Breathe, witness, acknowledge, and decide from deep within your heart. If you move forward, let it be without old grudges. If you stop, let it happen without guilt. Maturity isn't a stiff suit, it's skin that has learned to love and to survive pain. And right now, work is asking for its seat at your table. An idea is no longer a sketch, it's become a structure. Life is demanding you bring it into form. Show it, sell it, present it, and trust it. Don't wait for everyone's approval. It's enough that the truth and the numbers are in order. You'll find yourself making practical decisions, protecting your time and your energy. Clear schedules, transparent agreements, priorities in the right order. You'll start saying no to whatever is stealing your creative space without permission. This too is justice in daily life, allocating every resource to the place where it gives birth to something alive. And in the middle of this order, a wide beam of light, the economic miracle. I call it that because its signs exceed the sum of your efforts. Your angels, and I speak of them with the seriousness of an elder, are moving the pieces at the same time. They place you before a clear opportunity, a worthy contract, an honest ally, a result that appears the moment everything is ready. Don't be surprised if you feel a noticeable relief. Debts renegotiated in your favor, costs cut wisely, income doubled or tripled, a house appears, an office fits, a business trip is confirmed, and a market opens. Whisper your gratitude and move forward with a plan. Share your blessings quietly with those you love, no need for noise or show. Abundance comes as both a reward for your process and a responsibility. Your grandfather, with tobacco-stained fingers and ink-marked nails, looks at you and nods. This will not defeat you, it will make you greater. Now listen carefully about the shadows that have haunted the air around you. Those working behind the scenes will lose their grip because your light has grown bored of those battles. You don't fight darkness anymore, you illuminate the terrain and the dark runs out of tricks. You've learned to tell the difference between a smile that brings value and a pat on the back that distracts, between guidance that leads and opinions that confuse. You'll become more selective, not out of arrogance, but out of health. You'll end gossip, complaint, and the passive-aggressive games that once drained you. That magnetic cleansing, that spiritual purification, marks a before and after in the way you work, love, and rest. And love, Aries, still threads its way through this tapestry like a red string. The one who once carried fear now carries desire. They may not be fully grown yet, but hiding no longer works for them. He feels your presence without you being there. He feels your gaze without you looking. He recognizes your name in the smallest things. If he comes closer, it will be with clearer signs, not a shy wink that keeps you guessing, but gestures that matter, words that inspire, actions that last. And you, sharper, freer, more awake, will listen to what is said and even more to what endures over time. If conversation begins, they'll open the box of what was left unsaid. They'll speak of pride from that time, the embarrassment before the fear of losing, and the fear of winning. If forgiveness happens, let it come from faith. If silence remains, let it be born of respect. In every case, judgment fulfills its purpose. Wake up and choose the best destiny possible with what you've learned. Take a few more steps because this road asks for reflection. The Nine of Cups lights up your board of personal achievements, habits taking shape, discipline turning into joy, self-respect no longer bargaining with ego's hunger. You'll notice how different you feel, how you speak to yourself more gently, how your inner dialogue shifts from a whip to a compass. This inner change is what truly opens outer doors. Life responds to what you've learned, not what you repeat. And you'll stop repeating stories you already know by heart. In the physical world, the powerful figure I mentioned appears, man or woman, it doesn't matter. They bring respect and access. They bring a business, a partnership, a project ready to expand. It's not smoke and mirrors, not see you tomorrow, but a structure with schedules, numbers, and reach. You'll find yourself negotiating terms that protect you, asking for what's fair without apology. You'll yield a little to win a lot. You'll stand firm when essence demands it. That balance, Aries, is the language of justice. Neither rigid nor complacent, just clear. I also sense the presence of a separation that is no longer a threat, but a total release. The process that exhausted you, the conflict that stole your sleep, the toxic tie that squeezed your chest has ended, surely permanently. The air that rushes in after is deep and fresh, like morning light after the curtains part. And in that morning, movement becomes simpler, priorities nobler, and the heart opens wider, able to nurture joy without fear of loss. Allow me, my boy, to walk once more upon the sacred ground of synchronicity. These are not whims, they are the laws of heaven. You'll see them in repeating numbers when you hesitate, in names returning when you decide, in small signs that speak the language of those who have learned to listen. These signs don't take away your freedom, they remind you that you are choosing. As a grandfather, I'll tell you this: if a sign appears 3 times, take it seriously. If you find yourself doubting the same place again and again, pause and take a calm look at it. If an opportunity vibrates clearly from multiple angles, don't miss it. And now, turn toward what your heart is pointing at: the potential reunion, the needed conversation. The Judgment card isn't a shout, it's a calling. When it sounds, don't hide behind the old shell and don't exaggerate your new reasons. Stay composed. Say what you need to say without shame. Listen to what you need to hear without distortion. If the relationship is meant to be reborn, it will be reborn under new rules, respect, clarity, timing, and the gentleness of maturity. If it must end, let it end with gratitude for what was lived and learned. On both paths, the Nine of Cups walks beside you, bringing joy and quiet justice underneath. Balance has been reached, and I won't close without reminding you of your creative focus. The project that burns in your heart must be nourished by persistence, not adrenaline. Create a habit that protects it, a schedule that honors it, a daily window that cannot be negotiated. Gather the right people, not those who praise out of habit, but those who contribute with skill and integrity. Make work an act of devotion, not an escape. Make rest a discipline, not a guilty reward. You'll watch abundance turn from luck into harvest. And you ask me about the traps. Of course, they exist. A comment that stirs resentment. A distraction disguised as excitement. A quote that promises what it can't deliver. An offer that sounds like gold but turns out to be smoke. You've learned to recognize the scent of smoke. Don't get distracted. Ask, investigate, seek counsel, look clearly, listen to your intuition. It will tell you what anxiety screams and what your soul whispers. Learn to tell those tones apart. And if you're still unsure, wait a day, haste can be expensive. I'm looking again at your timeline. Soon, signed advances will consolidate, income will stabilize, relationships will clarify. I'm not saying the story gets easier, I'm saying the ground stops collapsing beneath your feet. From there, you'll walk with a different rhythm. You'll notice people looking at you differently with new respect. Don't grow arrogant, be grateful and keep moving. Old fears will knock at your door, disguised as cheap caution, but you already know their voices. Tell them you're busy living richly, and if they want a seat, they'd better learn some manners. And now, Aries, prepare for the closing ceremony with clarity, gratitude, and a promise you can keep. Justice remains your pillar, reminding you that balance is not negotiated, it's practiced. Judgment blesses this stage as a trumpet of awareness, awakening, realization, decision. And the Nine of Cups lets you taste what you've achieved without guilt for enjoying it. In love, old barriers are broken and the river flows again. If the meeting comes, may it become real. If not, let open space invite what you truly deserve without fear. In work, a key opportunity is handed to you sacred and tied to responsibility. In the material world, God's help shows itself through concrete doors opening in step with your faith. Your grandfather speaking to you through old letters and long patience leaves you with an image. You walking at dawn, each step warming the earth beneath you. You are not walking alone. Your guides are watching, your decisions walk beside you, and knowledge protects you. If you doubt, return to center. If you get lost, return to breathe. If you fall, rise again as you have many times before. All of this has been preparing you to calmly receive what's rightfully yours, by right of conscience, by right of action, by right of soul. And now, if these words resonate with you and bring you peace, I invite you to support this space. Like the video, subscribe, so that we can continue this journey together. Whenever the cards wish to speak again, Aries, know that your grandfather will be stoking the fire, ready to finish what life has already foretold. I don't want to miss a single detail, because when the story reaches this point, wisdom means holding the thread and watching how what you've built begins to steady itself. I breathe with you and I read the board again. The peace you feel isn't emptiness, it's foundation. Justice maintains the balance, issuing decisions that match their consequences. What once felt like endless struggle now follows clear rules, respected agreements, and boundaries that protect you without binding you. The Judgment card, still vibrating in the air, calls you to take the final step of recognition, to accept what will not return as a burden no more, to welcome what returns as a free choice, and to bless the path that brought you here. And the Nine of Cups, calm and fulfilled, reminds you that you can enjoy what you've built without guilt. Let me tell you how the next steps unfold. In the material world, the divine help I promised you shows itself in clear gestures. A payment easing your pressure, a contract signed with transparent terms, an offer that supports your growth without pulling you off course. You must prioritize wisely, fewer distractions, more focus, less rush, more persistence. Choose your partners by ethics and competence, not by noise. That Aries choice reflects justice working even in small things. And when justice infuses every detail, abundance doesn't skip over you, it multiplies and sustains. Emotionally, the air has cleared. The one who once hid from you no longer runs. If you reach out and the cards continue to show opportunity, you'll notice new signs, words that turn real, silences that carry meaning, gestures that heal without performance. You'll know how to speak of what was once unsaid with light, not resentment. If you open a new door, judgment completes its hymn of awakening. You choose now from what you've learned, not from what you lack. And if life, in its wisdom, leads you down separate roads, it will be with deep gratitude and a lifted head, without demanding punishment or reward. In either case, the Nine of Cups brings satisfaction, the joy of living true to your truth. I haven't lost sight of your surroundings. The shadows that once fed your doubts are no longer being fed. You've learned to explain only what's necessary, to say no without theater, to quietly withdraw from scenes that don't honor your presence. This purification of spirit creates a new magnetic field. Better offers arrive because you now guard your time more wisely. And if a trap appears, and there's always one trying to, your sharpened senses will know the difference between opportunity and distraction. Justice has proven it. Transparency, honest contracts, numbers that add up. And when facing murky paperwork, your path remains simple as it should. And the path continues. Your creativity too demands its ritual. A project has become a structure, it needs schedule and ceremony. Mark your calendar like a devotee marking prayer hours. Begin each day with clear intention and end it with deep gratitude. Keeping the fire alive doesn't mean burning yourself out, it means learning how to rekindle without waste. Then you'll see it, the energy that once evaporated in worry has become work. Programs finished, deliveries on time, satisfied clients, results that speak for themselves. Each quiet victory fueling the next great one on its way. I return to your heart for a moment because love isn't decoration in this reading, it's the central river. If the fated meeting of souls comes, let time speak. Don't rush decisions your body hasn't fully embraced. Don't delay conversations truth has already prepared. Speak of boundaries as one outlining a garden, not building a wall. Respect desire without letting it rule you. If you need space, name it. If you need an embrace, give it with dignity, neither begging nor withholding. Judge, witness, and lead, ensuring memory no longer dictates old scripts. Justice, with a steady pen, signs off on balance. The Nine of Cups rewards honesty with real peace. Now listen to this counsel from an old traveler. Don't delay what you already know is yours. If you need to close a deal, close it. If you need to send that proposal, send it. If you need to say yes to a clear agreement, say it plainly. If you need to say no to an offer that smells of smoke, say it calmly. You are not alone in this process. The protection around you isn't a metaphor, it's an experience. Each step you take, you'll feel the ground respond. And if a dark thought tries to slip in, remind it what you've learned. You no longer live in the house of fear. I'm speaking also of your body, the vessel that holds everything you carry. Give it rest. Feed it what nourishes you. Move it, give it oxygen. A rested Aries doesn't compete with the world, they quietly lead it. A peaceful Aries doesn't abandon the flame, they master it. That serene tone, joined with your natural courage, gives you not only miracles, but intelligent stewardship. I glance once more at the cards, searching for anything left unspoken. Justice stands firm. Judgment clear. The Nine of Cups is satisfied. I see signatures landing on the right papers. I see conversations sealing a mature emotional agreement. I see physical doors opening silently. A powerful hand extended, offering a sincere alliance. And I see you, Aries, walking lighter, chest open, saying the right yes, the necessary no, letting faith become habit and habit become destiny. And here, I close this ceremony as we close what matters, naming what is essential. You step into a cycle of conscious balance, wise decisions, honest love. You are accompanied by a gentle freedom, one that returns your river to its rightful flow. A material opportunity awaits, honoring your efforts. You are supported by unseen guides you now know how to recognize. Keep your head high, speak clearly, and keep your heart open. Never give it away recklessly, and never lock it up. If you choose to continue with that love, do it with the maturity you've earned. If you choose to walk another step alone, do it with the dignity of one who can wait without falling asleep. And now, if this reading has helped, resonated, or brought you light, please support this space, like the video, subscribe, so we can continue to share whenever the cards wish to speak again.